very pleased. We got over some little rough spots because when you belong to another company, you try to compare them, which is wrong, but they did it one way. Wisdom did it another way. Then after we got over that hump, see, I was used to one person coming for a whole year. Then I wasn't used to telling me who's coming now and who's coming then. But after we got an understanding, this is the way you work, I'll go along with you. When I say you, with the Wisdom Company, as much as I can. We agreed, okay? But that's the only hump I had to get over with their scheduling. I just want to be honest with you. So I couldn't get used to one person coming today and 2 days another one coming and a substitute coming, because I had one person for a year and a half, only had a substitute, but you don't compare it.
Well, frankly, I'm not aware of a team's arrangement, but I do know that as I have expressed my wishes about one aide or another, you know, they're here sharing your life, and it can be all day long. And you may think you have secrets. Well, if you have an aide, you don't any longer have secrets. And so it needs to be someone with whom you're comfortable. And they definitely try to accommodate you as far as the personnel. And that, of course, is another important thing into making the client feel comfortable.
No, but how has it been with Wisdom? What are your thoughts about Wisdom Senior Care and what we've done for you?
You want me to say that in public?
Yeah, yes, we want you to be very honest. As Chris says, shoot from the hip, Ruth.
Shoot from the hip. I just don't know how to say it. That's nothing to it. I need to make a decision, I make it.
Oh, good.
And when I needed help with something, Patricia was always right there.
How has it been with the team? Because it's not just me, it's a whole team of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sort of been a barrel of laughs, I guess, what you'd say.
That's good, you're making us laugh.
Yeah.
I have an anxiety disorder, and a lot of things were going on in my personal life plus work, and it just maxed out one day. I was going to get to my Jeep one day, getting ready to go into work, and my hand got caught in the door. I called into the scheduling department to say I got to go to the emergency room, I can't make it in. And instead of the words, I'm going to the emergency room, coming out, it was, I quit. And I was ashamed, so I dodged Patricia. But Carolyn reached out to me, and I did an exit interview with her. As I was doing the exit interview with Carolyn, she goes, well, it seems like you have a very passionate heart working with these seniors during COVID. What about this? What about that? And then I sat down with Patricia, and that's how kind of it led to me into the admin role. And then when I was sitting down with Patricia, she was like, I tried to reach you. I've been trying to get you back in here. So it was kind of like everybody basically saying, where were you? And not a lot of places when you go and say, I quit, impromptu, do they even make the effort? It was a different experience. Carolyn definitely was, get back in line. But in the same way, it wasn't a negative, like I'm in charge here, get back in line. And it was like, you're out of your mind. You know you fit here. Get back here. Where are you going? We need you. We want you here. And almost felt family. And I hesitate on that word, but that's almost the way it felt.
I can say for an agency, they're very compassionate and think about not only their clients, but think about the caregivers, you know. So that's what I like about it, because some agencies you work for, they don't even care. But they have a compassion, it's like a family, you know. So I really appreciate it. And then if you have to go to the doctor, you just put in your request early and they honor it, you know. So because some agencies won't do that. Well, you can't take off this day, you can't do this. But this is one thing that I like, because I have two. I have a great-grand, which is 12, that live with me, and I have a 17-year-old granddaughter, which live with me. So when I asked, you know, when I put my schedule, and I said, well, I'm going to work from 9 to 3 because I have to work around them, they honored that, you know, and I appreciate that. You know, so the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, is, you know, it's no problem working later. You know, so I appreciate that, and, you know, I appreciate them, you know, and I thank them, you know, especially Jasmine, because she, you know, for to be young, she's a hard worker, and she looks out very, very much for her clients, for her caregivers and clients.
Family. They have become my family, because I'm not from here. So, and I don't let too many people in my world, but Denise and Clarence sort of got into my world and I didn't know they were there, you know? But I like them. If they need help on the weekend, they call me. If I can do it, I do it. If I need to get off early for something that I've already planned, they'll come in, they take over. So we work I don't work for them, we work together as a team, and that's what I value.
It's a challenging road as far as the work, but it's also rewarding, because if you're like me, a single mom with 3 kids, you don't want to be working a fast food job all your life. And this is right now is the best thing for me, and for other clients or other caregivers that want to go into this industry and scared, just know that they're here to help you, and if you have any challenges, they're here to give you all the necessities and needs.
The brand has been something that's been with me for a while, Wisdom Senior Care. But what I like about the brand that we're doing is, if you understand it, some people get a misconception about a brand. Oh, it's making you feel that you're the one for that company, you're making the strides for that company, and they're getting everything and you're getting nothing. But what you understand with the brand, if you wear it with pride and you have as the pillars of the brand of Wisdom Senior Care, faith, integrity, compassion, being committed, and then the loyalty. One of those things I recognized was the integrity, and the brand just brings out the integrity of what you're doing, knowing that you're working with clients, and when they see you, and because I've been doing this and wearing this brand for such a long time, it speaks volumes to people when they see us. And now in the facility that I'm in, we're known as the Purple People. And they recognize that, and they know that it comes with quality.
There are several home care servicing businesses, and one of the reasons why Wisdom Care stood out to me specifically was because of their integrity, first and foremost, and the compassion that they had, not just for that trickled down to their caregivers of being in the home with the clients, but also the integrity and the compassion that they had for their brand and how they represent their brand. And I knew I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah. And one of the main core values of Wisdom is faith. I think that for both of us, it took stepping out on faith to be able to be here in this moment and it was a great thing that we did that. Oftentimes, you don't always put faith when it comes to business, especially these days. So it's awesome to be a part of a brand that wears their faith on their sleeve. They lead with it first and foremost, and that's something we could get behind.
And as she said, they're a faith-based business, but they're a successful faith-based business. And that was amazing. I knew that I could walk in my faith and still be a successful business owner and be able to, change our lives, change our families' lives. Also, give employment to other people, other people who are looking for opportunities to grow and not really sure where to. We've really been fortunate enough to have the experiences that we have, to have the personal development, to have the entrepreneurial background and going through the trials and errors of small business, of side hustles or whatever it may be, and becoming home to Wisdom Senior Care. It just brought it all together. That every aspect of a successful business that you need, they have covered, they have experience in it, and they also can scale it. They have an amazing track record. They can show you what they have done previously, and that is a huge determining factor to know where we're going to be going. If I can see where you've been, I know where I can take it. And so that was really exciting for me.
Yeah. One of the reasons why, because all the things that Wisdom Senior Care offer, the support, a business coach, support, wisdom, knowledge as to how to make this work. There's already a template there. Both of us don't know in age, so we didn't want to go through the trial and error process. We got to know something that's tried and true, already set. All we got to do is follow the footprint now. Me and Clarence are two old heads, and it takes a little while. Take a little while sometimes for us to get our old ways to try some new stuff. And me and Clarence had our concept of how we wanted to do things, and that was not necessarily the way that Wisdom Senior Care wanted to do it. But we eventually conceded and started doing it the way Wisdom Senior Care wanted it done, and then things started moving forward.
Right now, but we have come back to 107, and so we're giving plaques out, and it says Wisdom Senior Care with the logo, Keeping Wisdom at Home, Simone Galloway, franchisee, and you came in December of 2021. I'm sorry. So we're excited to present this to you. We'll mail it out to you, and next year you will definitely be here, okay? So this is Janessa. For those of you, they're the newest ones of our group. This is Kenneth, and this is Helena, okay? Now, they came not just with all that family, but you know how hard, challenging it is for new owners to find a registered nurse? A lot of us is a challenge, right? They came without, she's not just a registered nurse though, you guys. She's a nurse practitioner, right? I got that right? Okay. So, but that helped them too, right? Because we all know how important it is to have that a part. So we welcome you to the family. They're just getting started. I think you've been a week out of, or 2 weeks out of franchise training. And so they're getting out there, they're getting their name known. So welcome to the family. Okay, that's very good. She's going to get a picture there. So now we have a great area covered, like Raleigh, Wake Forest, Briar Creek, Cary. Now we have all of Charlotte. Now, what is going to happen, and I want you guys to watch this, okay? So next year, when they come back, what you'll hear from each one of these, the wisdom footprint will be so large in that territory. It could surpass what we're doing, even we're seeing happening right here in Durham, right? Because we have such great business owners that are here.
That's her story piece of. But the one thing that is really exciting, when we were sitting at that table and creating this vision, yes, the four of us knew that Wisdom Senior Care was good, but now we're looking at going into franchising. And the first question everybody would ask us, well, you know how many home care companies are out here? So what makes you guys different than these other companies? You know, this is what people were saying to us, right? So it's four of us who have the belief, we have the faith that we have something that other people would want to come in and be a part of. I think it's important that we understand too, as a business owner, we think people, I was just going around thinking people knew what I did, but we had known a couple for over 20 plus years. We knew of them, not really had like intimate conversations, you know, pleasantries and things. But as we were embarking on this vision and goal, they at the same time were looking into franchising. And so then it's like one thing started leading to another. These were not our family members, but this is how God works, right? So he brings us someone who is looking for a franchising system. They know us, they learn more about what we're doing, they like the system, but you know, I never forget their reasoning too, because they looked at
Subway, they looked at
Chick-fil-A, they looked at a lot of things, but they said they knew our integrity, and they still say it to this day. They knew there's a line of how far that we would go, right? And so I think that says a lot. That's why, hey, integrity is our core value too. And it's not that we're perfect, but that was the first person who took us on faith. So it's a great opportunity, and that's where we're still developing, where I remember telling our team, we're not concerned about the quantity, the number. We want quality. And so our goal is to assure that we have franchisees that join the Wisdom system and that they can be financially profitable. Now, my goal is to help 10 franchise owners develop at least $1 million. They can do more than that, but that's my goal. And I'm okay even if I get franchisees who only want to do $500,000. I won't understand, but that's where they want to be. But that at least, that's my goal, 10, help 10. And we're well on our way. I'm excited because right now I can see 3 maybe.
Well, I'm laughing because I'm a bigger thinker. And she said 10, I want 100 plus.
Well, I'll take 100 plus, but I'm talking about 10 who are making at least $1 million. So it's different because you can have 100 and they're only doing 250.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Offer suggestions, make a plan that meets your needs. And our team will work hard to provide your loved ones with happier, healthier.
Wow, congratulations. We're so excited to have you part of the Wisdom family. So now your next steps, get ready, because now we're going to be walking with you each step of the way, walking alongside of you. So we have your franchise training that's coming up. Now remember, this is not just 2 weeks, even though we're going to take a week of theory, but you'll get a whole outline of how that's going to be set up. You'll get your one-on-one personal coaching that will start on a consistent day of each week for a whole year. So that will be the first, as well as having your own persons or teams to work work with you on the offline marketing. And as well as our online marketers, they're already working on your websites. They're already making sure your online presence is out there. And sit back, get ready for your first client and your first caregivers. So we're excited. Remember, our goal is to help you make at least $1 million business.
Wisdom will be there.
Now let's go take care of our seniors.